Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just glad to get one in the books. I think, last year for me lacked the big play. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that, a year later I can finally get one in the paint and knock it off the list.
And what does that say about like Kellen that drive right after that pick six that he kind of dials up like that aggressive play call? Give Tyler a shot there.
I think it's self-explanatory, man. I think it tells you the kind of coach and the kind of play caller that Kellen is, man. I mean, he's never going to take his foot off the gas, and everybody's going to make mistakes. But like you said, man, pick six, fumble, bad play, he's going to come back swinging, and that's what we're going to do. Just keep playing, keep swinging, and going to make that play.
You guys do a lot of like double moves in his offense. Like I see, like we see a lot of it in. I mean. You like that sort of stuff?
I mean, of course. I mean, anytime you can run the double move. I mean, it's hard for a defense to guess. You can't really sit on routes if you have the double moves off of it. So I think it just kind of expands the offense, expands the play calling, and just makes it unpredictable for defense.
What were your thoughts on the delivery, like the throw?
I mean, I looked up and Tyler placed it in a beautiful place. So I just was glad that we were able to connect and make it happen, really.
Some receivers in the past have talked about tracking, in particular, being challenging in this area. Did you find any, how did you kind of circumvent that, I guess?
Thankfully I had a game here last year, so it wasn't necessarily a new setting. And I like playing here in SoFi. So, like I said, Tyler made it easy. I mean, it was kind of in the breadbasket. So, yeah, good throw.
How would you assess the quarterbacks today individually?
Everyone has their ups and downs, and no one's going to be perfect, and that's what the games are for and practice is for. So, but each of them is going to compete, until they take their cleats off. That's what I admire about all three. Each one of them is going to make mistakes, like everybody on the team. Everybody's going to make mistakes, but everybody's going to keep swinging, and we got each other's back. So I think that's really what matters.
How much do you think you were able to build off of last year? Obviously, you had the injury in camp, and then you're kind of behind the eight ball there. But going into this year and carrying it in training camp this year.
For me, it was just a lot of reflection after the year, and there's just a lot of areas that I wanted to improve and I wanted to be better at. I didn't want to, I wanted to take all the accountability that I could from last year. So that's why I used, man. I said this in a couple weeks ago. I had to get stronger. Maintain my speed and just improve on the routes. I want to be able to run the whole tree. So, yeah, man, it's just a lot of accountability, and I think that's kind of what makes me who I am, is just the work ethic, and I'm just obsessed with. I got to improve in the ways that I can help the team best. So that's how we're here right now.
So when you're taking accountability like that, do you literally just look yourself in the mirror and be like that's on me, not on anybody else?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of the only way you can grow. You can point fingers all you want, say it didn't go my way, but the only way you're going to grow is if you look at this situation and say, this is what I could have done better regardless of what happened, and you grow from that. And that's the angle I took from last year.
What stands out to you about Bayless?
I mean, the dude's got juice, man. We were just talking about him, me and Juwan. I mean, dude's got major juice, man. And, it seems like when he gets the ball in his hands, he's gonna make a play. And he's very fast, very twitchy. So yeah, man, I was really impressed. But I mean, he does in practice, so it wasn't really a surprise. But it was very cool seeing him out there in action, no doubt.
Anything else for Mason?
Thank you, Mason.
Thank you, guys.